This is the 25-man heroic Naxxramas boss, Grobbulus. This fight has several facets, and it's important to grasp all of them whether you're tanking, healing, dpsing, or afking. There's always someone who screws this up their first time, so pay attention. Grobbulus will use 3 primary abilities. Each are important for every class to understand, so don't doze off on me. The first thing you need to know is Grobbulus' poison cloud. He'll drop a cloud of poison beneath him about every 15 seconds, and those clouds will expand over time, so don't stand just outside of their perimeter after he drops one and think you'll be safe. Each cloud he drops will last a little under a minute and a half. They'll deal 4 to 5k damage per second to anyone within their range. The next skill Grobbulus uses is Slime Spray. This one is especially important to understand for tanks and off-tanks. The spray itself will cause 12 to 13k damage to players in front of Grobbulus in a 45-yard cone. Anyone who's hit with Slime Spray will summon a Fallout Slime, which is a big pile of moving goo that deals 2k nature damage every 2 seconds in a 10-yard radius around itself. These should be off-tanked and killed ASAP. Finally, Grobbulus will use Mutating Injection, which will be cast on a random raid member every 20 seconds or so to start with. But as the fight goes on, they'll be cast more and more frequently in unison with how quickly Grobbulus' health drops. The spell should never be cleansed. Don't cleanse it. Once it drops off the affected player, they'll deal 8 to 9k damage to everyone within 20 yards, including themselves, and will also spawn a poison cloud wherever they're standing. This means it's very important to run away from the area that you were just standing the moment the debuff wears off, or the poison cloud will eat away the rest of your already lowered health. To fight Grobbulus, you'll need 2 tanks. Grobbulus can be picked up by the main tank and taken to the nearest outer wall. He should then be kited around the perimeter of the room so that he's never facing the raid. The raid members should remain slightly behind Grobbulus at all times, not necessarily directly behind as he'll be dropping poison clouds, but it's important that he never face the raid, or he will severely damage everyone and spawn way too many Fallout Slimes to be handled by the off-tank. Since Grobbulus drops poison clouds, you can't kite him at a run speed, or you'll run into the previous poison clouds at the beginning of the room. You should be moving him at a very slow walk, so that your tank keeps out of the poison clouds he drops, but so that by the time you come all the way around the room, the clouds he dropped before will have dissipated. The off-tank should pick up Fallout Slimes that spawn from Grobbulus' spray, and DPS should focus on getting these slimes down ASAP or they will overwhelm the raid. Finally, and most importantly, when a raid member, whether DPS or heals, gets hit by Mutating Injection, they should immediately run to the edge of the room, the outer perimeter, behind Grobbulus, being careful not to stand in one of the other poison clouds that Grobbulus has dropped, and they should wait for the debuff to run out. Once it does, they should move back into the main area of the room very quickly, so their own cloud doesn't kill them. To reiterate, tank Grobbulus around the room, let him drop his clouds on the outer perimeter. If you get Mutating Injection, run to the perimeter, wait for it to run out, then run back to the center of the room and continue DPSing or healing. Thank you for watching the Boozin Bullies Guide to Grobbulus. We wish you the best loot and luck in your next boss encounter.